Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's going to make a statement today.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotated.
He's taking the shot. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Stanford! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And letting him know it's going to be a long day. Showing off the arm. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
The handoff to Johnson. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. You're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
On second down, wants to throw it. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
Oh, he makes the catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Fires to the big fella. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
A third down try for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
7, Arizona 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. They'll give it to Johnson. Fights off a defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Now on second down. They move the tight end all over. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. The give on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stuff.
The give to the fullback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Stanford.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Trying to get the corner. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Phelps. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On target to the left. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires one high and deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinal! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run it from the gun. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. He's at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. He just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Lowers those pads. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
The give to the tailback. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 Spider.
Breaks the tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Oh, what a move. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Extending the play. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Arizona comes out with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field. Racing down the left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Stanford! The defense takes matters into their own hands. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A 1st down for the offense. The give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And he's going to run it back. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
On the run, still looking. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. How about this? A fake. And it works if he can get the first down.
And you don't see that very often, do you? Like 4th and 1, if I'm going to go for it, usually keep the offensive unit on there. Fooled him a little bit, though. Got the fake punt, successful, got the first down, moved the sticks.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That carry puts him over 2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster in every game. He just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
The nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. Here comes the offense on second down. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such